Thank you for joining me again today as we continue our educational journey of the church's stained glass windows. Today we find ourselves at the rose window, the very center window, the very prominent window that's situated right here at the front of our sanctuary that provides a focal point throughout worship. I thought today it would be interesting to share a little bit of history about the rose window. The rose window is also known as a wheel window or a Catherine window. These windows were originally constructed as a small opening or an oculus to allow light into the worship space. Cathedrals were originally constructed east to west, from the front to the back, to allow the rising and the setting of the sun to allow light into the worship space. While our sanctuary is not built east to west, you might notice that the majority of the churches and cathedrals in downtown Savannah were constructed east to west for this very reason, to allow light into those worship spaces. In the 12th century, as cathedrals were constructed, these windows became larger and began to be decorated. This simple rose window became a distinguishing characteristic of many transitional and early Gothic churches. These windows continued to grow in popularity as cathedrals were constructed and became more and more ornate. I'm sure you have seen many rose windows in large cathedrals that have included symbols and biblical scenes. Rose windows are often divided into sections, with each section dedicated to the 12 disciples, or scenes from the life of Christ, or saints of the church. Our rose window at Skidaway Island United Methodist Church doesn't include scenes or symbols, but instead focuses on geometric shapes and brilliant colors to provide for a focal point during worship. You'll see the cross is situated directly in front of the rose window, and together the cross and rose window allow for a time of peaceful reflection during worship. You'll notice that all the shapes of the window appear in a sunburst format, radiating out from the cross, reminding us that our faith originates at the cross and is intended to be lived out. Hear now these verses as you reflect upon the rose window. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. From Matthew 6:33. And then from Psalm 141:8. But my eyes are fixed on you, O Lord, and in you I take refuge.